What is up, everybody? It's another episode of In This Very Ring, live right here on A2D Radio.com. I am, as always, the commissioner, the man of the hour, the glorious Ritz, and this way, god damn it,
right here,
is
your
the
very
United
own.
States champion, the ECW champion. I don't even know what he said the other night. I
You know what?
laughed
I'll
too
go
hard.
for it again. I'll say it again, boys and girls. I am the heart-stopping, country-crocking, big tub of love all the ladies want to spread on their bread. And boys and girls, it's your very own Butters right here in the room.
Next time, just get the very own. Just say the word bread and just say Butters. And promo's complete at that point. Guys, we are brought to you by our Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC. Check them out on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. They have three locations, Burlington, Cherry Hill, and Princeton, New Jersey. Don't forget to make them your doc this week. And Ambuck Services, your gutter guard and deck restoration experts of South Jersey. Give Michael Ambrose a call. Tell him A2D Radio sent you. They'll hook you up. That's Ambuck Services, AMBUCK Services. Our poll question for the evening. It is brought to you by QB54, the absolute best tailgating game on the market. Check them out at playqb54.com. If you use the promo code A2D, you get 20% off. Damn, I saw the logo at the top change, and it threw me off.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So, obviously, folks, since the logo changed, you know who's behind the helm this week. It is none other than the OG producer himself, all the way from his vacation spot in an undisclosed location, the man of the hour, Mr. Ryan Brodo. We thank him for filling in, while the hardest working man on Saturdays, Ralph Delavecchio, is on his own vacation with shitty Wi-Fi. It's going to be one of those kind of shows tonight.
Woo!
Poll question. The Wyatt Swamp fight was better than the Firefly Funhouse. Agree? Disagree? If you guys missed it, Extreme Rules was this past weekend, and it was capped off with Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman in a Wyatt Swamp fight. We're going to dive into it, but Butters, tell me right now, lay it down for me. Is the Swamp fight better than the Firefly Funhouse?
By far better than the Funhouse. I loved it. I mean, it was almost Friday 13th-ish for me. I mean, you had more action than the damn Firefly Funhouse match. I mean, to me, all the Firefly Funhouse match was just a, what if and, past showings. This was a mix of both with some real action in it for once, damn it.
Right.
So, the ending, was really great. The whole drag them down in the swamp, like I said, that, that was all Friday the 13th-ish for me, and I just, I had fun watching it. I thought it was a whole lot better show. And then,
I think it was tremendously a better show.
I mean, the Fiend coming up out of the end was just even better.
Yeah, and it set up wonderfully for the Fiend and Bray, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman at SummerSlam, because we know that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
The Firefly Funhouse, well, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad segment, but that's what it was a segment. And this wasn't even really a match either. This was a fight. This was more of an actual story than a bunch of short stories into a trip down the rabbit hole in the Twilight Zone. Hey, look, it's Greg Milakovic, co-host of AM in the PM and one of the hosts of Agree to Disagree, the flagship show here on the channel. He agrees to the poll, even though he still has no idea what happened. Here's a man throughout the entire quarantine who really didn't have anything to do other than some traveling for baseball and different things like that. And he is still behind on professional wrestling. Greg, you are a national treasure, sir. But no, it was an actual story through the long haul, whereas the Firefly Funhouse was just a little bit of a what if here, a what if here, a what if over here, like a what if Cena turned heel, what if Bray beat him at 30, all these different what ifs, right? It's literally everything we do just at WrestleMania.
And like you
right?
said, all it really was just it seemed like a promo, a vignette, just
I don't want to downplay it like an right?
Yeah.
Because it was still very good. It was just, it's nothing compared to what the Wyatt Swamp fight was. You have Bray starting off in the beginning and just kind of looming there. Strowman shows up in his truck. Wyatt vanishes. Strowman destroys the rocking chair. Right? And now we're kind of off. Now it's more Wyatt-esque. And this is old school Wyatt, not the creepy Mr. Rogers fiend Wyatt.
I will say, now that Bray's kind of, gained more muscle than he has, and lost a lot of that fat, he looks a lot different in those shirts now, being the Bray Wyatt. It seemed a little off. Watching that match, I was like, something seems off, but then I realized I forgot. He's toned out more. He's actually trying to improve himself.
Correct. And you can very visibly tell that Bray just felt differently. Malakovic says, "Oh, I'm caught up, but sorry, I never stopped working myself. I just didn't get to it." And then Greg says, "Butters is live, ready to entertain everyone. Hello to whoever his co-host is as well. Hi, Dick." I even said he's like a national treasure, and he's just sitting over there roasting me. And look, it's Ryan's co-host, Rouse co-host. It's the reason we have all these awesome graphics here at A2D Radio. Frank Vespi saying, "Oh, hey guys." Hi, Frank. Why? How did that get the alert? Oh, did Frank make that alert? I think Frank made that alert. I thought Ryan made the alert. Shows how much I know. And I talk to these guys consistently. Can we talk about, though, the fact that so Bray vanishes, right? And then we have two random guys show up and fight. Right? That would have hit so much better if it was Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
I was going to say, I think that's what they were trying to do, but it's not the same without Harper and Rowan.
Yeah, this match was several months too late. And Damian Estrada agrees with you how the Swamp fight was more Friday the 13th movie than a damn match. And I think they got it. And Damian, I think what they did was they were smart in the sense of saying the Swamp fight. They never called it a match.
Yeah.
They left it as it's a fight, right? And so we don't have going into it, you don't have the precedence of this is a match. This is going to be a fight, right? This was very Hardy, Broken Universe style, and they mentioned it on Lazy Booking how it's got a Jeremy Borash feel to it.
Well, I think he's a producer backstage now, isn't he?
Right, and he's doing a lot of these cinematics, especially these twisted, screwed up ones.
I couldn't remember, but I thought so.
Yeah. So he fights off the masked men, and then randomly he's attacked with a spade. When he regains consciousness, it's his own self. It's the old version of him.
Yeah.
Is attacking him, which I thought that was smart. It's very smart to have Wyatt Braun Strowman fight the monster among men Braun Strowman, and those two kind of have that stare down. You're helpful tonight.
I'm trying to be, damn it.
Yeah, sure you are. So then he gets knocked out again, and he wakes up wrapped in a chain up against a chair.
Yeah, wrapped. That part was so cheesy to me.
Oh my god. So all right, so first of all, if you haven't watched the Wyatt Swamp fight, you need to go put the Wyatt Swamp fight on, watch it, then restart the match, mute it, and on your computer or your phone or your tablet, pull up A2D Radio's YouTube page and go back to Monday night. We posted a reaction video. It was me and Maddie Sensudi from Lazy Booking and the Hockey Happy Hour. We were doing a live reaction to the Wyatt Swamp fight, Matt. To the Wyatt Swamp fight. Well, no, rephrase that. We did it to the whole Extreme Rules just to kind of see what content we could pull and kind of put something together. And the best thing was watching this Swamp fight. You have to go back and watch it with our commentary in it. It's hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Moving on, right? So, oh, hey, it's the Godfather. It is the leader himself, Tom Arnone, saying, yo, guys. What's up, Tom?
What up?
Where am I on here? Okay, so he found himself chained. Wyatt's got the eerie dolls all around. Frank Vespi talking about that video. Frank saying that video was dope, yo. I say it like that because Frank's one of the whitest people I've ever met, and that's probably how he would say it. Almost verbatim. So his old theme music starts to play, and that I miss that theme. Right? I miss the Catch and Flies theme.
Yeah.
That bass hitting. It's a perfect theme. Edie chiming in. It's more story than fight to bring the Fiend, Bray Wyatt wants to Braun Strowman. Also, it's genius from Bray because it have Easter egg maybe we not see. I don't know what Easter eggs he's talking about, but we'll find out about that. And Brian Wheeler saying, "Yo, what's up, Brian?" Okay.
Howdy.
So he's carrying the lantern. He welcomes Strowman's home. He talks about how he creates Strowman. He destroyed him to make him new again. He'd been trapped inside his mind, had been trapped inside his mind, thanks to the Fiend. And then he talks about being in hell and some of this. It's a great promo from Bray. Like, it went back into the depths of what that original Bray Wyatt character was and the imagery that he could put together within a promo. Don't get me wrong, he does the same now. So much different back then.
I was going to say, Bray Wyatt's always been able to cut a promo. He's been one of those good mic talkers. He hasn't, I'm pretty sure he's cut a bad promo here and there, but for the most part, it's always been that, he cuts a promo and you're just like, and he keeps going and going, to the point where it's like, when are we going to see a bad one? I'm glad we haven't seen a bad one,
Right. Here's my favorite part, though, and this is going to sound so dumb, but after he gets out of this little creepy area with the chains, why didn't he break them? Explain to me why he didn't break the chains.
Like I said, it looked so cheesy the way he was wrapped in them chains. If he'd have tried to break the chains, it would have just made it so obvious that they're just practically laying on him. Because it's just like,
yeah.
If they would have literally, kind of done a, chain him up segment where he could break them, yeah, it'll look so much better. But I honestly feel like he didn't break him because it was just a set your hands down. We're going to lay a chain over the top of him, make it look like you're wrapped up.
Exactly. But so here's the best part. He gets out of the chair. He starts walking away. And over in the distance, there's a black figure. You can tell it's a woman, right? And it's Sister Abigail. And you start hearing voices. Come home, right? We can be together. And then you slowly realize, holy shit, it's Alexa Bliss. They have Alexa dressed up as Sister Abigail trying to bring Braun home. They're playing off their love interest bit that they did during the Mixed Match Challenge back in season 1.
I love that part. I love that bit. It was just great.
It was in something that I won't say it was predictable, but there were a lot of things that you almost expected to happen. That was the shock factor moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It was the thing that made me go, oh, we're actually paying attention to things that have happened in this man's past. Okay. I understand you. You have healed me. I am one with you. Sorry, I thought I saw something pop up on the screen. I did. Damien Estrada wants to know, Stephanie said Monday night that the Raw Women's Championship was vacant, so why does El Sasha still have the damn belt? Well, because they hate me. That's why.
Because nobody came out to take it away from him. That's why.
No, it's all just part of story, right? They're gonna let Sasha keep the belt till Monday when they have the fight and crown a new women's champion and all this other jazz. Keeps the belt on TV. Sasha's proclaiming me she's champion. She's gonna go in with this cocky attitude. She's gonna lose.
That's because I feel like Bayley's gonna screw it up somehow.
Either Bayley screws it up or Sasha's gonna be all confident and cocky and screw it up herself. Either way, Sasha's not walking out of there with that title.
No.
Wyatt and Braun fight. Wyatt gets thrown into a boat. Strowman begins to leave. Only the boat returns, but it's empty. And Wyatt suddenly emerged from swampy water, attacks Strowman with an oar before attempting to drown him. As Wyatt then disappears, Strowman emerges, gasping for air, makes his way back to the dock. Don't die. I think he died. Holy shit. Wait, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. So this is a thing now. All right, so moving on. So,
sorry about
good?
that. Yeah, I'm good. I choked on Coke there.
Don't do drugs. What I tell you about
that
doing those
Coke,
drugs?
moron.
Well, you didn't specify. Damn, that threw me off. All right, cool. Thanks, jackass.
My bad.
No,
sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie. So Wyatt appears once again in an attack. After attacking Strowman with what looks like a kendo stick, Wyatt spoke reluctantly about what he'd just done to Strowman. With Wyatt's turn to Strowman, he rose to his feet. I'm sorry. With Wyatt turned, Strowman rose to his feet, kicks Wyatt through the barricade into the swampy water. Strowman surveyed the water with no signs of Wyatt. He declares it's over. However, Wyatt emerges from the water and uses the mandible claw to pull Strowman into the water. Then attempted to come out of the water, but was pulled back. After the water turned red and began to bubble, Wyatt's alter ego, the Fiend, peered over the dock, laughing maniacally before proclaiming, "Let me in." Ryan Bretto, "Butter's down! Butter's down!" He's crashed! Trauma 1! I've been watching a lot of ER lately. Don't ask me why. I went down a rabbit hole the other night, and a video popped up on YouTube, and that was it. 3 hours later, it's 3 a.m., and I haven't slept yet.
Heck, I woke up the other morning to the wife watching
Oh, he did not. This son of a bitch did not do that.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, God, look at the logo now. Brodo's back, everybody. If you missed him and you thought he got bored, he's back.
Okay, see, I see both the Butters in there and you
it's my Mr. Rogers
in a Mr. Rogers sweatshirt.
But it's not just me. It's the alert face. Yep, there it is.
That picture frame.
Ryan's got way too much time on his hands on vacation.
Hey, man, you look pretty good in the Mr. Rogers sweatshirt.
That's disturbing that you said that. What the fuck, Butters? Did you say I look good in a Mr. Rogers style sweatshirt? The hell is wrong with you?
Hey, that picture makes you look pretty good.
And then you got Aunt goddamn Jemima showing up.
No, that's Big Mama, baby. Big Mama.
Oh, whatever.
Get it right. Big Mama's house.
Oh, God, I hated that movie.
What you talking about?
Absolutely hate it. Couldn't stand it. I just work here. We got Carlos chiming in on the watch party. He says, "You killed Butters, you bastard!"
Oh, damn.
It's amazing. All right, let's get into Extreme Rules, right? So, obviously, right, with the Wyatt Swamp fight, it's a better segment than the Firefly Funhouse. To wrap all that up, nothing's better than the Boneyard match. I want
True.
you to try to tell me that something's better than that Boneyard match.
Until they give us a better one, Boneyard's better.
There's not gonna be a better one.
You never know, but I'll agree with you this time.
You never know. Frank Vespi on YouTube. Can we have an episode of In This Very Ring in the style of Firefly Funhouse? Frank, how many times do I have to tell you? Don't give him ideas. He'll make it happen. Next thing you know, we're going to he's going to reach out to somebody and have like a damn creepy jingle play, and the In This Very Ring logo is going to slide across the screen. Yep, I'm in danger too, Ryan. Right? It's going to slide across this screen, and we're going to be puppets. We're going to be the goddamn Muppets on here one day. Wait a minute. Frank might be onto something here. Frank, we're going to talk.
That would be interesting.
This is very possible.
Me and you as Muppets?
Us doing an episode of In This Very Ring in the style of Firefly Funhouse. It might just be the best thing on Saturdays.
We got to make it happen.
We will make it happen. You want to know why? Because Frank Vespi says so, damn it. And anything Frank says goes. Yeah, that's going to go over well with Ryan. So, Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Okay. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. It will be the best thing on Saturdays. It already is. He's not wrong. I mean, you got to end off the night with the absolute best. And there's nothing better than In This Very Ring. The premier pro wrestling show here on A2D Radio, bringing you the latest and greatest in wrestling news. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura shocked the world when they beat Kofi Kingston and Big E in a tables match for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
That double powerbomb to end it was amazing.
It looked rough.
No wonder Kofi's out for 6 months.
Yeah, that kind of segues to Friday night on SmackDown, where it's now the rise of Big E. That's the big takeaway.
Can't wait for that.
I can't either. We're gonna get more into that here in a moment. All you have to do is show up to be the best on Saturday. Damn. Damn.
All right.
Put pictures of the body of Otis with the face of Ritz. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this because that means I have Mandy. I mean, anybody else see a problem here?
No. Other than where the hell has he been?
They're going to be on TV next week.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So we're going to get more of that. All right. No, I mean, it was a solid 10-minute match, right, between Cesaro, Shinsuke, and the New Day. Nothing a whole lot to take away from it. It was a great start to it. Cesaro does the powerbomb after Kofi takes a shot to the knees. Oh, dear. Yep. And then Bayley defeats Nikki Cross. Even though this
surprise.
It was Cross's match from the get-go, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way Bayley won is she used the boss, Brass Knucks, which I thought was a schmozzy way to finish. I didn't like how a lot of these matches kind of ended. Like the next 3 matches, this one, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio, and Asuka, Sasha, legitimately made me hate my life.
Or the MVP Apollo Crews match.
What match?
Exactly.
What match? That was some bullshit. That was like Alpha Omega level bullshit.
It's like, hey, let's go for a good match. What? No? MVP's your new winner by 4. No.
Oh, fuck you too? Got it.
Exactly.
Got it. I understand. I hear you.
You know, the match I was actually kind of, hoping for didn't happen.
But this was Nikki's match from the start. Right.
Nikki did good. I actually, I enjoyed it. It just, like you said, it had that schmoz ending, and I'm tired of seeing all these endings, like...
Well, it's not even that, right? We're getting to the point where WWE is nervous of doing things without a crowd, I think.
They seem to be doing pretty good lately.
They were doing okay, but now I think they're getting really nervous. It's like, we want to do certain things, and we're scared of how it's going to hit if there's no crowd.
I mean, how are you going to get any reaction, any feedback, if you just don't pull the damn trigger? Just go ahead and pull it. If it doesn't work, freaking, they've always got ways of reversing the shit. Oh, well, that title change didn't do too good. Put it back on them. Or, hey, that did pretty good. Let's keep it going. See what happens. They want feedback right then and there from, like, when there were live crowds. You don't get that right now. Screw it. Quit being impatient. Just wait till after it's all said and done. Everybody says, cool, go from there.
Yeah, and Damien wants to know, where's Carlito's Cabana at? I don't know. I don't need another one of those talk shows. It seemed like Raw from 2004 to 2010 had nothing but talk shows. Everybody had a talk show. You've got to catch. We can make an alliteration out of you. Got it. Talk show.
You had Miz. You had Jericho. You had Carlito. I mean, who the hell am I forgetting?
No. Ryan makes a good point. He wants to know where Chrome's at because of that terrible Hawaiian shirt he had on last week. What are we shaking our head for?
I don't know.
The fact that Chrome looked like he wore a bag of Sour Patch Kids on his chest. And Chrome's on vacation too, so he can't argue with me.
Damn, is everybody on vacation this week?
Pretty much. It's just you and me running the entire company for the next 2 weeks. We're fucked.
Burn it down. Oh, wait, no. Sorry.
So,
which leads into our next match.
Actually, I did hear we were going to be hosting the Fix next week, so you have to brush up on your Philly sports. Yeah, I'm screwed too. Don't worry.
All right, the Phillies did this today. Cool. Bye.
So after Bailey Cross, the whole MVP United States title thing happens, and I still hate it. And we move on. So Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins. Now, this was actually a legitimately good match until the ending. I hated it. 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 I'm afraid to bang my table again because a drink might fall.
Yeah, that's a big drink. The biggest issue I have with this match, exactly. That sounded empty. The biggest issue I have with this match was they backed themselves into a corner when they said the eyeballs gotta come out. It's like, and then you get that ending where it's like, where's the eyeball? I don't see the eyeball. Why's the match over with?
So the eyeball does pop out. Okay. But they do the whole globe. I have it written down. I actually wrote it down so that I would remember how to damn say it. Hold on. Globe luxation, which is essentially where the eyeball pops out, but it doesn't pop out all the way.
Yeah, it's still there.
Right.
You could have faked it. Don't get me wrong. You could have somehow...
They didn't fake it, you moron!
They didn't show it.
Go back and look at the picture. You can see the eyeball protruding out of Rey's... Like, like his hand is here, so he's holding the eye, and everything.
Okay, I guess I missed that then. I guess I
did
missed that
too the
part.
first time I saw it. I had to look at it 4 times.
And I don't know if Seth was being real or if that was just fake, but damn, the dude was good making me turn away from throwing up.
So, Ashley over in my watch party says hi, and Carlos says, Philadelphia Fusion just won an Overwatch League. Go Philly. So at least we have something to be happy about. Philly esports are winning.
Somebody's winning in Philly.
Oh no, why would you say that? Why would you say that? They're going to kill you now.
I mean it as a good thing, not a bad thing. Damn.
Yeah, but it was the Overwatch esports team. Oh! God, Ryan!
Oh, he ruined it! Ruined it!
Ryan!
No!
Can I get a copy of that without the butter on there, though? Like, I just need a copy of that.
I feel like he's just going to give you the butter still.
Oh, he will. And you know Ryan's sitting over there because he didn't bring any of his stuff with him.
He said no.
Thanks, asshole. But you know Ryan's sitting over there because he didn't bring any of his stuff. He is dying laughing. Like, before he even presses, whatever he's got to press to put it on the stream, he's crying laughing right now.
Oh, big time.
But no, they backed themselves into a corner, like you said, Mysterio and Seth Rollins. It was just bad.
It was a good fight, but the ending was where it was just...
Seth Rollins versus Mysterio was a good match until the finish. Even Dave Meltzer gave it a 4-star. I wish the eyeball gave 619 on Seth Rollins, like Simon Miller says. I hope arm versus arm next, since arm was targeted. Okay, well, how do I put this nicely? No, wait, there isn't a way. Fuck Dave Meltzer.
I knew you were going there.
BK Bullock over there on, I think that's our Periscope account, says, I've been for 30 years, I'm a fan for 30 years, but at this point, I'm a casual observer. Why is Bray Wyatt continuously not the central figure of the company? Let me know when you figure it out, my friend. And Ted over on Twitch, you guys annoyed with the nonstop Sasha Bailey. Have you been living under a rock?
Have you not been listening to us every week?
I'm pretty sure between us and lazy booking, we bitch week in and week out. Here, you know what, Ted? Here's what I need from you. The next time you get a notification that A2D's live on a Thursday night and it's lazy booking, I want you to ask that same exact question on that show with Chrome.
Oh, God, I can't...
And I don't apologize for anything he may say, because he's probably going to hit it right on the head of how bullshit this is.
Bullshit? You ain't lying.
Way too well.
Do what?
Nothing. Yeah, no, it was a good match. The ending blew. Rollins
blue chunks.
Up. Yeah, Rollins blowing was stupid too. I'm sorry.
And then they come back with, well, the way Ray's eye popped out, he could pop back in, and he may actually
globalization.
He may, be able to retain vision in his eye. It's like, oh, so there's how you get away with the whole no eye patch thing.
Right, and now we didn't take the clip because we wanted to have just the Wyatt Swamp fight. But as we were talking about on a reaction video, it was the smartest way to get around it. Right? It was the smartest way to say, we backed ourselves into a corner. This is a lot fucking dumber than we thought it was going to be. And here's our way out of it. My question is, who came up with this? Who sat there in a medical dictionary and said, how the fuck do we get out of this? Where's Grey's Anatomy? This is about an eye. I'm going to watch this one.
You know what? No. They probably asked their own doctor.
King Bub is saying, I love this, guys, honestly. Well, we love you too.
Very much so. Hey, they got what's their on-call doctor's name? The one that does all the surgeries.
I don't give a damn.
He could have given him that easily. He could have told him that. You're watching Grey's Anatomy.
Where do you see WWE in the next 5 years? Hopefully in an arena. No, in the next 5 years, I hope I see the entire roster totally different. Certain people retired and gone. Triple H running the company. And I see them completely annihilating everything.
Oh, yeah. But it's only going to be half that roster's going to be gone and retired. We ain't going to see.
Yeah. And Ric Flair will still be on TV.
Yes, let's give that old, 1,000-year-old man a run on TV without a mask.
I was going to make a joke there, but I had nothing. I really didn't have anything. Then the Asuka-Sasha Banks match happens.
Another solid, good match. Watching this
until the ending.
I should have known you were going to do that shit.
Like, explain this to me. Explain to me how you have a great start with Cesaro and Nakamura versus the New Day. Great opening bout. And then for the next, carry the 1 hour of WWE programming. You understand that? An hour of TV time. The 3 matches and 4, because you have the Apollo Crews bullshit in here, end in schmaz, jackass, lazy booking finishes.
It is Extreme Rules.
It was extremely lazy.
I get that.
Don't you dare give him any more ideas. This has gone way too far. Prism chiming in. Brodo, can you do me a favor and put a picture of Ritz's face on DiCaprio and Butters on Winsett from the Titanic scene? Absolutely not. That's where I draw the line. We are not taking this. Damn it, Ryan! Ryan says, yes, I can.
Hey, buddy, you king of the world yet? But overall, it was a solid match, solid back and forth. The whole back and forth in the submission holds between the Asuka lock, the bank statement. I mean, it was great. And then
you like the scene from the car.
No.
Keep talking. Just keep talking. Prism, man, what'd I ever do to you?
But the ending, like you said, I honestly feel bad for all the people that filled out a ballot this month. I mean, so many endings ended in a way that it just...
it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And unfortunately, I couldn't get in touch with our winner.
But Bailey pulling the rest T-shirt off and putting it on?
Yeah, can someone explain let's get serious here for a minute. Like, I know we're having fun with putting my face on different bodies and I'll stick a butter on other people's bodies and whatnot. But let's get serious here for a minute. In what world is it okay to take the referee goes down, you're the manager on the outside, you put the ref shirt on and you count to 3, and that's okay? Since
when did putting on a ref shirt make you the referee? In the middle of a match. I'll put it this way, in the middle of a match. Because at the beginning of a match, yeah, we can say, hey, guest referee. But since when does putting on a referee shirt in the middle of a damn match put you in that spot to call that 3 count? I mean, like, that's saying I put on a football jersey and I'm now automatically, starting lineman for the Eagles. Exactly.
Right? I mean, good God.
I put on some boxing gloves and I'm straight up for the world title,
Ooh, I'd like to see you fight Mike Tyson.
I'd go down in the first punch.
I know, it'd be great.
Not gonna lie.
It'd be great. You'd go to Bob left, and he would just keep going with your momentum and put your ass on the ground.
Give me $2 million. I'll take a punch from Mike.
$2 million, absolutely not.
But as I said, since I don't. This is what the first time we've seen somebody.
Thanks, Ryan.
First time we've seen somebody just straight up put a ref shirt on in the middle of a match and call it down the middle.
No, I mean, because you've seen it before with Heyman during ECW 2006.
Yeah, during One Night Stand. But
Vince did it on a Raw one night, the night he punched out Shane when he came back during the Alliance bit. And he counted the most awkward 3 I think I've ever seen counted in the entire history of professional wrestling. Because I think he counted with like both hands. He went, hata, hata, hata.
Do that again?
No, absolutely not.
But give it up, guys. I mean, end the Sasha Bailey thing now. Just do it. Get it over with. SummerSlam it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's have this baby and move on. Speaking of moving on, Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler.
I got the match I wanted, and it still wasn't that. I mean,
I was okay with it though.
It was a good match, but I got my Extreme Rules match like I wanted, but it was only one-sided.
It wasn't even. It was good, but it wasn't good. So Edie says Sasha versus Asuka is good until the finish, but at the same time, they need to get heat to get fan invested in the next episode. Bailey has put heel trick moves. It still doesn't mean it didn't suck.
Still shitty ending.
I like the idea that Drew had to restrain himself. I like the idea that Dolph could literally use everything, including the kitchen sink,
and still couldn't put him down.
And still sucked.
I mean, I can't wait to see this Monday stipulation.
Yeah, I read that, and it's gonna be something. It'll be something dumb again.
It's now another. It'll more likely, be a one-sided stipulation, but yet it's another. You ain't gonna know till the bell rings.
Which I was okay with that, but like, I don't want this to turn into we're gonna do a best of 7 where Dolph picks the stipulation and he still can't put away Drew.
I feel like. Why did you have McIntyre do this as well? Because, it's like to me that's more of the heel move. I mean, I get it, it's payback, but Drew's the good guy. Why would you?
Brian Daly from the Hockey Happy Hour saying, "What's up, boys? What's going on, Mr. Daly? Thank you for joining us.
What's up?
Duck suck. This is what hell looks like. This is exactly like if I had to envision what hell looked like, this would be it. This
First
right
off,
here.
How deep into my Facebook photos did you go for that picture? That is old as hell.
Why you ask those questions? Because I guarantee you he now has a plethora of faces of yours for any scenario.
I know, but that face is like almost 10 years. No. 8, whatever. But still. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean,
wait. Ryan says he didn't make that one. That wasn't Ryan. That means that was Frank.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no, back up. That one was sent in. Which one of you crazy bastards sent that in? And how the hell did you get that photo of him?
I was fixing to say, who the hell is my Facebook friend?
Oh, this is gold. This is good. Prism thinking this is hysterical. Damien says the only thing that was good to... Oh, Daly says ducks do suck. Damien says the only thing that was good to see this week was Nikki go back to her old ways on SmackDown, even though it was short-lived. Yeah, she does kind of go back. And then Prism says, Ritz, Butters, I root for you guys, but it's like South Park when the girls started drawing pictures of Tweak and Craig. We need a Ritz and Butters picture to capture the bond you two have. See, now I can't be mad anymore. like I can't even be mad at this at all because Prism summed it up. This is, it shows these when I get off when we end this stream I'm like, God, that was a train wreck. But then I go back and I'm like, I haven't had that much fun doing a show in a long time. Because you crazy bastards over there in the chat egg this psychotic son of a bitch on the other side of the screen to produce these pictures. And y'all are just sitting there give him more. Do it again. Here's $1. Make a new photo. And Daly agrees with Prism. Oh, Jesus God, I love it.
You said it. You don't want to see this a whole best of 7 thing between Drew and Ziggler. With Ziggler keep coming up short, but it's something I don't think we've seen in a long time as a best of 7 match.
Ryan, cue the face. Or don't cue the face. That works too. There it is. There it is. Cesaro and Sheamus. That's how we got the bar. Bye. And Carlos in my watch party chiming in. Aw, you two are so cute together. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks, buddy. Never mind.
And of course, God bless America.
Topic question. Butters, what webcam are you using? It looks really good on your end.
I'm using my wife's iPad.
So this is a picture of Ryan on the other side of the screen. The world is on fire. He's Elmo in hell.
Elmo in hell.
And Damien says, damn it, these streams are cruel. Yeah, but you know what, Damien? I think out of all the shows here on A2D Radio, I think we have the most fun because we're able to take jokes and we're able to take these shots at each other because I call Butters a dumb like this, right? It's literally like falling off a cage. Not that I know how that feels at all, ever.
We'll just throw you off the roof of your house and we'll go from there.
No, I've had people fall off the roof of my house before. I never told you that story?
Oh, dear Lord.
Jax fell off the roof of one of my first houses I was in. I'd only known him 2 months at this point.
I can't say it.
Yeah. That was hysterical. I don't even know how he ended up there. I'm sitting outside and talking to some people where he had a bunch of people over, and next thing I know, Jax is on my driveway. Mm-hmm.
All right, boys and girls.
Yep, that happened. Overall, though, Extreme Rules, to kind of bring us back to topic. Extreme Rules wasn't terrible, but
it was a mess. But it wasn't at the same time.
It was a shit sandwich. The bread was fantastic. Everything else inside sucks.
Better
Daly
than last
says,
year.
we have fun on Hockey Happy Hour at my expense constantly. Daly, this isn't about you. This is about me. Shut up.
I would say Extreme Rules is better than, the finish to Hell in a Cell last year.
You mean all of Hell in a Cell last year?
Sure. Exactly.
Which by the way, is Ryan's favorite event. That's his number one favorite event. He loves the red light. He actually went out and bought one for his room. You don't notice that? He does every show in a red light now.
No, but that gives me an idea.
Absolutely not. Don't you dare. Don't hurt yourself.
Sorry, the wheels kind of, stopped moving there for a second.
They never started.
Anyways.
But no, I mean, Extreme Rules was Extreme Rules. Ryan just said in our chat, it's called mood lighting. Yeah, a red light. You got it because of Hell in a Cell. You thought it was a good mood.
Overall, I give Extreme Rules like a 4 out of 10.
I gotta give it a 5.5 just because the Swamp fight was so good. Brodo says hell is a good mood. I mean, he's not wrong. Some nights this is hell. Thank you. NXT. Let's talk some This Week in Wrestling. Actually, you're driving the car now. Tell me about Raw.
All right, whatever. We got...
Don't you whatever me, dickhead.
Now, we open up with Seth Rollins, coming out with them. Tom giving an update on Rey Mysterio's eye for an eye. Like you said, he's treated medically. He'll be able to retain his vision. Rollins comes out, cuts a promo, which leads to Black coming out, giving us Seth Rollins versus Aleister Black.
Which we need more of, honestly.
We need just more Aleister Black in general.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We need more Aleister Black. He's a very underrated talent. He's fantastic in the ring. I can't say a bad thing about him.
It's like ever since Paul Heyman left, a lot of those good talent we saw pushed to the side for all the talent we've been seeing.
Well, yeah, they were regulated back to fuck you territory.
Vince, you're out of touch, buddy. Sorry. But we had good superstars, and y'all fucked it up.
What else? What happened next?
Let's see. After the match, we get Rollins. Let's see. Rollins wins, of course. Son of a... Here we go. MVP declares himself the United States champion, but... Oh, my God. I can't speak tonight.
No pressure. You're just in charge. This is in charge of the show. No pressure.
I know.
God, I feel like John Cena and you're Roman Reigns.
I feel like Roman right now. They show us a video.
A promo, kid. You should try it sometime.
They show us a video of how MVP declares himself the United States champions, but they say Cruz is still champion. So they cut it back to Simmons, the MVP, and Lashley talking. Simmons says he knows they're doing things their way, but he wants to know that there's a better way to do things. They do a show of respect. R-Truth comes in. He tells MVP that... Huh? Ron Simmons.
Okay.
R-Truth walks in, tells MVP, hey, that's a nice-looking replica around his waist. Kind of funny, actually. MVP asks Truth if he wants to go to the ring. Truth wants nothing, doesn't want Lashley to put him in a full Nelson, only to turn around to Shelton Benjamin, knocking him down and pinning him for the 24/7 championship.
What?
Shelton Benjamin is your new 24/7 champion.
What?
Yes, sir. What the hell? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why?
Because Shelton Benjamin is the 24/7 champion. Shelton Benjamin, a man that was once part of the world's greatest tag team. Shelton Benjamin, who is a tag team specialist. Shelton Benjamin, who is a man that has revolutionized the high-flying abilities in a Money in the Bank ladder match. Shelton Benjamin, a all-American amateur wrestler.
A man who beat Triple H on his Raw debut.
Also that has been regulated to fuck you territory. You're the new 24/7 champion.
Except, I think they did that because afterwards, Shelton stands tall with a title. MVP asks, you want to go to the ring with us? Benjamin says, absolutely. So my guess is now he's in the stable with MVP and Lashley.
You mean Nation of Domination 2.0? That's going to go over real well.
That's what it's looking like.
Shelton and Gronk now have something in common. Did you ever...
Damn.
Did you ever get your Gronkelmania shirt there, Mr. Brodo? Like that, like we made that happen. I need to know if that ever got delivered. No. Oh, I'll fix that. Where's Greg? Greg's around here somewhere. What do you say? No.
He's flashing the no. I mean, I don't know about Nation of Domination 2.0 right now.
He made it a damn banner.
Damn. I mean, I see what Vince is trying to do if he goes that route, but why right now? You know?
Politics aside and everything happening in the world aside right now, you can't even have that conversation without having politics involved in it and current
And that's my
events involved
point.
in it. So I'm going to try to really dance around this because do they still do King of the Ring? Yeah, it's called King Corbin. It's my personal hell that they keep putting me through. And then Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson with Ritz and Matt's face in it, please. Ha ha ha, great. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. Because I will not, and I've said this from day one, we will not bring current events or current issues into what we talk about week to week. This is where we're supposed to have fun and get away from all that crazy bullshit. But this is a very delicate maneuver, and I don't know if it's something I would be attempting right now. Because if you do it right, then it's going to be the best thing on TV. If you do it wrong, it has the potential to put the company in a bad light. That's the nicest, most delicate way I can say that. I hope to God that it all works out because I really like where. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an MVP fan as we talked about last week, and apparently I was wrong for that. But I like the idea of him helping get some of these young talents over, some of these people that are struggling right now. He can be that elevation that they need. So it has good potential.
You know, it's like we've got so many stables right now. Like, why do we need another?
Because why not?
MVP talks about Extreme Rules.
Haley says if King Corbin disappeared, I'd be fine with that. Hey, Daly and I actually agree on something.
I was fixed to say, I mean, that's probably the best, you know.
It's the smartest thing he's ever said on any show.
I mean, I kind of agree. I wouldn't, put it past him to do so. But I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought.
It's okay. It happens. Sorry, Daly. I couldn't resist. I've never been invited on Hockey Happy Hour, so I had to roast you in my own special way. I take that back. He's invited me on. I can't for the life of me sit on a hockey show that I know absolutely nothing about. Daly says I don't like MVP either. His character annoys me. I agree. Again, I agree. That's 2 for 2, Daly. Keep them coming. Keep them coming, buddy.
Wait till Chrome roast him now.
That doesn't take much.
Bret Hart's number 1. Woo! All right. Moving on.
You are on your own. Taylor's saying it's all good, bro. Hashtag family.
MVP talks to Extreme Rules, said he didn't even break his sweat in becoming the new champion. Even though, yet again, Tom confirms Cruz is still the champion. MVP is not your new champion. What was that?
Didn't even break a sweat in my ass. Keep talking.
The crowd boos MVP. MVP mocks Cruz for staying home nursing his wounds instead of being a fighting champion. He talks about how Lashley, injured Cruz with the full Nelson attack. MVP goes on and tells him they're going to beat up Ricochet and Alexander tonight. 2 hard-headed kids who don't listen. So Cedric runs down Cedric and Ricochet pop up, running down MVP, leading into the next match. MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton. I'm sorry. I skipped a small segment. We see the return of none other than Mustafa Ali.
I do like that. I like the fact that Ali's back. Kind of sucks that he wasn't the hacker.
Yeah.
Well,
that angle got pushed to the side, so and it's like,
did Andy just do an impression of the wave? No, that was me throwing my headset.
Wow, the wave. But which sets up for our next match: MVP, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin versus Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet.
Who won?
Alexander, Ricochet, and Ali.
Goddamn better right, they should have won. Next segment.
All right, what we got? We get hype for the unsanctioned match between Randy Orton and Big Show.
Blow me.
Ron Simmons talking to the Viking Raiders.
Meh.
I guess in this week was just a Ron Simmons giving everybody advice week.
Damn.
Next we get a segment. The announcers are joined by a somber Christian via satellite. Joe asked how he's doing since his unsanctioned match. You know, Christian knew what he said.
What unsanctioned match? He got kicked in the dick by Ric Flair.
He says he knew what he was getting himself into, but wasn't expecting what happened with Ric Flair being weaponized.
You
heard that right.
Flair being weaponized. So you weaponized. He kicked you in the dick.
He says it doesn't get any lower, and he's never going to be able to look at Orton and Flair the same way again.
Of course it doesn't get any lower. He put your dick back inside of you.
It got higher.
God damn it.
He goes on, talks about, Big Show's match and then what Orton did to him last month in their match. He says he doesn't feel good at all, but he'd go through it all again if it meant to make Orton pay. He can't wait for their,
Wait. Did this man just say he would get kicked in the dick again to make Randy pay? Pay for what? The $20 that he paid Ric Flair to get on his knees, a place he's familiar with being, and shove his hand into a dude's dick?
Yep. Said he'd do it all.
Frodo says, Ric Flair being weaponized might be the funniest and saddest thing I've heard in a while.
Hey,
No.
Rick, here's $5,000. Here's, $5,000. Go be a weapon.
No, Brodo. I'm sure I can find something better, and it might involve Gabe Kapler. Incoming.
I was about to say, I was like, huh?
No, wait for it. Oh, Brodo told me to go fuck myself.
Next, we get a backstage segment where Sarah Shriver's backstage with Bianca Belair. Ask about, teaming with Ruby Riott to defeat the Iconics the week before. Belair brags, saying, how good she is. Her rise to the top of the business will be quick. She just wanted to show out last week. She keeps going, but Peyton Royce interrupts her. Peyton calls Belair the dumbest of all time. Peyton goes on to insult, but Riott appears and taunts Royce for Billy Kay not being here. Peyton says Kay is off handling business. They have words back and forth. Peyton calls Liv Morgan trash. I don't know how the hell you bring Liv Morgan into this.
Because it involves Ruby.
Ruby Riott threatens Peyton if she brings up Liv's name one more time. Belair with more trash talking and mocking in Roy's face, which leads us to a Peyton Royce versus Ruby Riott match. In which
Ruby wins.
Yeah. I think it's
oddly enough, it's her first win on Raw since her injury.
Yeah. It is odd.
She posted on Instagram about it. It was pretty emotional for her.
She didn't beat Liv, did she?
Nope.
Okay.
Liv smacked her.
Gotcha. Another segment dealing with Andrade and Angel Garza.
Nope. Stop. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Literally the biggest pile of shit post pay-per-view I think I've ever listened to. How does this Raw... Because I didn't watch Raw. How did Raw end?
It ended with... Where is it at? I think it's the Big Show Orton unsanctioned match.
All right, before that, tell me about Stephanie and Sasha.
Okay, so that one, let me scroll some more here.
Sorry, my week was hell. I didn't get a chance to watch Raw.
You're fine. We got a Kairi Sane versus Bayley match with Kairi Sane winning, which is supposedly going to be her last match.
Right, because as it's been stated, Kairi is essentially being not released, but she's an open contract to where she's allowed to go home, back to Japan.
She'll probably be an ambassador.
To a degree, yeah, she'll be an ambassador in Japan for the WWE and be able to come back and work at any point whenever her and WWE feel that it's necessary for her to come back. She's going to keep relations open, but she just got married and she hasn't really had a chance to spend any time with her hubby, so she's going to go home and do what Drake Maverick couldn't do and consummate that marriage.
Damn, he just went there, boys and girls. Boom.
You know there's no women that watch the show, right?
Do what? Oh, man. I love it. So, the segment before the Bayley Kairi Sane match was Stephanie McMahon interrupting all four women.
Okay.
Let's see. Where Stephanie congratulates everyone. She says last night's match between Bayley and Banks was not Bayley and Banks. Asuka and Banks was actually a horror show. Her words. Banks might think she's champion, but Stephanie has a different opinion, saying that Banks didn't win last night, but neither did Asuka. She announces a title match for this coming Monday to determine the champion. They can lose by any normal method: pinfall, DQ, countout, or interference. So we're getting a champion regardless.
Damn, Asuka, better.
If Asuka gets herself disqualified, Sasha's champion. Vice versa.
Good.
So we're going to get a for sure champion no matter what, unless they do another bullshit ending.
They will. They'll find a way to. You know why?
Why?
Because they hate me.
Segment between Ziggler and McIntyre setting up for this Monday's match, which we already discussed. Is going to be, exactly. Next, we get the unsanctioned match between Orton and Big Show. But Andrade and Garza come out to, help beat down Big Show. Yep. But it pretty much ends with Orton winning and Big Show getting punted in the head.
I get it, right? He's a legend. Randy has to kill the legend. I'm okay with this. And Randy's they talked about it Thursday night on Lazy Bookie, which, guys, if you missed any of the shows this week, you need to go back and listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, Spreaker, anywhere where you get your podcasts. They do a great conversation on Lazy Booking, that B show that takes place on Thursday nights, where they talk about Randy, how he's at the pinnacle of his career. So Randy Orton's great right now. Big Show's just another stepping stone.
After everything's said and done, after the punt, Randy gets down and shows face, saying he's like all the others, and this is just one more legend down.
Exactly. Right, so he's going to turn his sights on somebody else. It'll probably be Flair because, Ric Flair's been weaponized. That might be a new thing. Like I'm going to figure out a way to make that like a catchphrase. Ric Flair's been weaponized.
And then they also announced this Monday Randy Orton's supposed to open the show with his next talking about who his next target is.
God, I hate my life.
Which, if the rumors are true, that'd be just him versus McIntyre at SummerSlam.
I hate my life. There's no God.
It ain't
All
that
right.
bad, buddy.
Nope. But I'm taking over. All right. NXT. Big highlight from NXT. Keith Lee relinquishes the North American title, which leads William Regal to announce that there will be a series of triple threat matches. The winner of each match will be added to a ladder match, I believe it is, for the North American title at NXT TakeOver 30 the night before SummerSlam.
Correct. Which
Um,
I mean, I truly was shocked when he, said he was relinquishing the title. I mean, I liked how he said it. He wanted to give somebody else a chance, but it's like, damn.
yeah, no, I liked how that played, and then you see Karrion Kross versus Dominic Dijakovic, and it's a great match. It's a hellacious back and forth. Both men have great chemistry together. Karrion Kross chokes out Dijakovic.
And this match yet again proves how good Dijakovic really is.
Yeah, so let me read from the recap on Ringside News. Kross mounts Dijakovic and just punches him in the face repeatedly. Keith Lee comes down to the ring and stares at Kross. Kross stares back as he continues to punch at Dijakovic. Lee moves and grabs the rope, looking like he might come into the ring. Dijakovic looks at him and goes, "No," seeming telling Lee not to get involved. Dijakovic says, "It's on me. It's my call, Keith. It's my call." Kross then mounts Dijakovic again and lays into him with another forearm. Lee grabs the rope again, and Dijakovic tells him no, telling Lee not to get involved. Kross picks up Dijakovic, staring at Lee, saying, "Are you watching, Keith?" Kross locks in the cross jacket right in front of Lee. Dijakovic passes out, and Kross gets the victory.
So it's Rocky IV all over again.
Pretty much. After the bell, Lee gets into the ring. Kross releases the hold and retreats to the opposite corner. Lee checks on Dijakovic while Kross stares him down. Kross escapes and retreats up the ramp with Scarlett, but he continues to stare daggers into Keith from the apron. So now we know it's going to be Kross and Keith Lee for the North American for the NXT title, which we saw them tease at Great American Bash Night 2. Holy hell! All right,
we got a book, boys.
Indi Zahari, Asuka win after Bayley interfering. Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is pissed about that, but Bayley says it's not her fault. I think Banks and Bayley defend the women's titles at SummerSlam against multiple teams. One of the teams will pin them and become champions. After that, the two are going to argue. It'll be Sasha versus Bayley at WrestleMania, which I think WWE may put the titles on Sasha if crowd back in capacity. No. Edie, no. I'll get to that comment in a minute. No. You will not drag. You can't. Please don't do this to me. Don't drag out Sasha Bayley till WrestleMania. I would put my head through a glass window.
I think we could see it by SummerSlam. Next at Monday's women's title match, we'll start it. Then they'll lose the women's tag titles, and we may get it. I mean, we may get it a couple pay-per-views after that, but we're not going that far. We're not getting to WrestleMania. At the longest, it would be Survivor Series, and even that's a fucking stretch.
Yeah, it's 100% a goddamn stretch. So that's your highlights from NXT. Over on SmackDown, we have the bar fight between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus, which I hear was actually really, really good. I watched bits and pieces of it.
See, I didn't get to watch SmackDown. I heard they had an opening segment with Jeff Hardy, which a lot of people were kind of pissed about.
Where he says, "I'm Jeff Hardy, I'm an alcoholic."
Yes.
Yeah, it hits really weird. Like, it's very weird. It's kind of uncomfortable.
This whole segment between the two of them has been uncomfortable.
This ultimately ends with Hardy's face. He essentially becomes Brother Nero.
Mm-hmm.
And he wins with the swanton off a ladder to the concrete floor, but there was a bounce to it, so you know there was a crash pad for the stunt. There you go. Otis and Mandy Rose will be back on SmackDown next week as the love story continues. Drew Gulak, Lindsay Dorado, Grand Metalik, and Shorty G all went to war. It ultimately ends with Grand Metalik winning, and he'll face AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title.
Now, this is a match that'll be really good. Grand Metalik versus AJ Styles.
Oh, 100%. I love Metalik. I've loved him since the Cruiserweight Classic. I think he's been underutilized on WWE TV, being put with the Lucha House Party. This is a time for him to shine.
Big time.
Coming out of SmackDown, you realize there are going to be a lot of guys that are going to start to shine. Big E, Grand Metalik.
This may be where we're getting some of our new superstar shines. I mean,
correct.
I'm grand for it. Big E, he's on his own now. So, boys and girls, push this man to the moon for the love of God. Push him to the moon.
Naomi's on Miz TV. Lacey Evans interrupts. It ultimately ends up with Lacey and Naomi kind of having a little bit of a tussle, and they're going to fight next week. Matt Riddle beats Tony Nese. The Firefly Funhouse happens. Yes, I'm going backwards. Bray shows up, says Braun's back home. Then Wyatt said it's okay that Braun's stuck in the swamp because it's 100% organic. Bray started talking to the head lantern like it wanted out. Bray said, not you. You had your chance. It's his turn now. He's been unleashed.
Oh, so the head lantern is where we're keeping all the forms of Bray Wyatt.
Sure.
All right. Interesting.
Alexa and Nikki duke it out with Nikki winning. It ultimately shows Nikki Cross backstage. Alexa hands her a bottle of water. Bliss congratulates Cross and they hug. Bayley and Banks, they can go fuck themselves. And that's SmackDown.
So another women's title match next week as well.
Is it next week?
I do believe so. Yeah, it's confirmed for next week.
Great.
So we getting a bunch of title matches next week, boys and girls.
Great.
You love it. You want some more title matches.
Have you seen the Adam Cole, Pat McAfee interview?
I saw that today. I saw the outburst, and I said, holy shit.
It's a work. I read the transcript. I found that someone had it transcript online.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it yet, but just reading it, I said, this is a work.
Yeah, but no work, it looked pretty damn good for, just that whole, you got somebody trying to come in to calm him down, and he's just like, get the fuck off me. And it's just like, ooh.
Yeah. I like that they kind of let this play out on McAfee's show.
Kind of, does that mean McAfee's going to come in and try to do a little wrestling like every other fucking football player that wants to?
And see, like with him, he's always been, because I didn't listen to a lot of his shows ever, but one of the directors over at the Mazda store loves his show and says for years he's been talking about wrestling. So this isn't like just a pro football player wanting to try his hand at wrestling. This is a fan. This is a fan of the industry that's been given an opportunity to,
do something.
Do something, exactly.
This whole thing, it pretty much started with McAfee insulting him his size.
Okay.
And
that's right. It does.
From what I understand, it's always been a sore subject with Adam Cole. So that that's where you get the whole it set him off. He pretty much pushes everything to side, gets up, gets in his face, gets that finger going.
But see, like Adam Cole's not a small guy. Like I've seen him live a few times. He's not small.
Well, compared to the standards of the industry, he's small.
Fuck off.
That's what they're going with size-wise. That's why they're saying, the whole he's small. By the standards, but that ain't the standards of the industry, in my opinion. That's the standards of Vince McMahon.
Yeah, and even that's skewed to high holy hell. Do you have anything for running?
No. This week really wasn't, other than Extreme Rules, and then you brought up the Adam Cole, Pat McAfee thing.
Yeah, I don't really have anything for running this week. Programming alert, guys, 2 weeks from now, we will not be on the air. So August 8th, we will not have a show. We'll be here next week for another episode of In This Very Ring, but we will not be on August 8th unless Butters wants to do a show by himself with maybe Maddie or somebody. That would, oh my God, that'd be great to watch that.
I think we could do something.
Well, I'll let you figure that part out.
Yep.
Because you also got to figure out the producer bit, because a lot of them are still on vacation.
Yeah. So that may not.
But that being said, guys, there is literally something here for everybody. With the MLB back, right? Baseball's back, Butters.
Woohoo! I'm actually excited for that one. I don't mind baseball. It's, it's the other sports I can.
Baseball, I can't watch baseball on TV. I have to be there for it.
I do love baseball live.
I'm the kind of person to where, like, if it's a boring game and there's not a lot happening, right? I know there's something better on another channel.
Well, I mean, if I have it on, it's on for background noise. But if I'm there live, oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I'll be into it.
Yeah, there's nothing better than going to a ball field, getting some overpriced, ballpark food, and sitting there watching a game and having good conversation. Some of my favorite conversations have happened at a ballpark.
Yep.
NFL comes back soon. NHL comes back soon. If the NBA can keep players in the bubble, they might come back.
Jesus. They might as well just give that up. I'm sorry, but that's just...
I want you to tell Ralph that. I want you to tell Ralph that the Lakers should leave the bubble.
No, I'm talking about this whole keep everybody in the bubble so we can play thing. It's like people keep doing it anyways. Like, why are you,
Because Ralph's still convinced that the Lakers are going to win.
I feel like Philly would have a better chance than the Lakers. God damn it!
I love that. I love that. So yeah, they're back. NFL is going to be back soon. So there's a lot happening over here. The guys at Sport Agree to Disagree are going to be live tomorrow. Sport Towns on Monday. Birds of a Feather on Tuesday. Fixing the PM on Wednesday, I say with a question mark. Ryan's informing me. No Fixing the PM. They're on break because most of them are on vacation. Must be nice to take 30,000 vacations.
Right.
Lazy Booking may or may not be on Thursday. Ryan corrected me in saying it's 2 million. Lazy Booking may or may not be around. Hockey Happy Hour on Thursday night. On the Road to Victory Friday night. Kicking It Stateside Weekly Roundup. And then the absolute best. The cream of the crop. The creme de la creme. The best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be when it comes to God damn it, Ryan. A2D Wrestling in this very ring. Live right here on A2D Radio.
Let him in. God damn it.
This is apparently just going to be a slideshow of what Ryan's done over the last hour and a half. Yes, this is a recap of what Ryan's done tonight. So we've talked about Extreme Rules, and here for the last 2 minutes is Ryan recapping what he's done with his time while producing our show. Frank Vespi saying The Fix is the best show. I'll give you best non-wrestling show. I'm going to get cooked for this. I mean, you guys are just about up there with Hockey Happy Hour. Wait for it. Wait for it.
We're the Bret Hart of wrestling.
Ooh. Come on. So, that being said, because I think Brian just had an aneurysm, I do have to. I'm not doing this. All right. So, we have to give our thank yous, right? First and foremost, above all else, this show would not be possible without Frank Vespi setting us up earlier and Ryan taking time out of his vacation to make sure that we are being produced. We're in the back end. We're making the show fun for all of you guys. Ralph will be back with us next week from his vacation. Unfortunately, when you're down at the beach, you don't have Wi-Fi that is reliable enough to produce a show. So we miss Ralph. We hope he's having a good time, but we thank Ryan for taking time out of his schedule to be with us. We also have to thank our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal at Specialized Physical Therapy. Check him out on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. You can also get in touch with Ambuck Services. They are AMBUCK Services. They are your gutter guard and deck restoration experts of South Philly. QB54 at playqb54.com. Remember, the code A2D gets you 20% off. And the men over at Philly Drinkers LLC, where you can get all of your A2D radio paraphernalia, whether it is the In This Very Ring show shirt, the A2D, God bless America, the A2D shirt, we have the A2D hat, we've got tumblers, we've got swim shorts, we've got stickers, the Fix has a shirt, the Birds of a Feather, Lazy Booking Weekly Roundup. Guys, there are 42 different items online, and not to mention, they have the A2D NWO shirt. Guys, it's a banging shirt. You need to get it. Make sure you check out Alex and the guys over at PhillyDrinkers.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for Butters, for Ryan Brodo, I am Ritz. We will see you guys right here next week, live on In This Very Ring, right here on A2D Radio. Have a nice day!